to expedite the launch of the 6 guiding documents which were supposed to be held or launched last year. The 6 documents includes the Code of Ethics, which, as I conclude the guest of honor, allow me to emphasize that brevity is crucial for firefighters because it enables rapid and effective communication, which is vital in time of sensitive emergency situations. By conveying information concisely, firefighters can maximize the amount of time they have to respond and control the fire, potentially saving lives and property. Therefore, as earlier stated, communication facilities at all fire brigades must be taken seriously and as a priority by all organizations managing fire brigades. With these few words, allow me to thank most sincerely for your audience and attention. May the Almighty God bless our country, Zambia. May God protect and prosper the Fire Service Association of Zambia. May God bless the fire profession. I thank you.
Thank you. We now invite the chairperson of the Zambia Council of Chief Officers, Chief Officer Serusa. The guest of honor, this is the body who have organized this event, which we are here for. It's the body that oversees all the chief officers who are. Thank you.
The guest of honor, sir, the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, allow me to write on the protocols. The guest of honor, sir, it is not my habit to bore you with long speeches. It is wise to inform you some of the challenges affecting the fire fraternity in our country. I just want to summarize what the President of Fire Service said. In your response to the guest of honor, the title to the problem that the President of Fire Service was talking about is failure to implement government circulars by most of our principal officers. As our new Minister, guest of honor, sir, take a random survey across the country or across the 116 councils. Find that 90% of local authorities are not implementing government circulars. And this is where the issue of the 50% limitation, the 50% money derived from the certification of fire certificates are not being limited to the fire account. There are circulars to local authorities directing them to say 50% derived from the certification of fire certificates and other fees should be brought back to the fire account. I can assure you, the person sir, that up to now, very few local authorities are implementing that. There are a lot of circulars. One of them, again, sir, was the circular on command vehicles. These command vehicles for senior fire officers, like chief fire officers, and officers in charge to use for coordinating purposes in case of fire and other emergencies. Have been written on several occasions, but no implementation apart from only 8 local authorities. Out of 116 councils, only about 8, if not 9, are for command vehicles, for chief officers and officers in charge. Out of the 5 cities, only the 3 have got command vehicles. 2 have got no command vehicles for chief officers. This has made it impossible, or practically impossible, for coordinating in terms of fire-related emergencies or other emergencies for senior officers to attend to during the day or during night time. I therefore request the office, the guest officer, to intervene so that this issue can be brought to your attention. The guest officer, I therefore, on behalf of the Zambia Council of Chief Officers, and indeed on my own behalf, I am requesting you to look and intervene in this matter seriously, as you may not expect high productivity and efficiency from the motivated workforce. With these few remarks, the guest officer, I end my short speech, as I promised you to say, I don't bore you with long speeches. Thank you. Away from this one, the guest officer, in most cases, you find that the people have been congratulated or supported, I don't know, when they are dead. You give presents to people when they die. When they are still alive, you don't recognize them. It is with this point in time that we had our Chief Inspector of Fire Services who retired last year. And he worked tirelessly. Through my Council of Chief Officers, we raised something, a token, which you are going to present the guest of honor, because you're not around in absentia. This guest of honor will be given to the superintendent from the Ministry of Local Government. This officer is no other than Mr. Kasama, who joined the fire service in 1988 at Lusaka City Council. In 1995, he was promoted to the rank of Brigadier Fireman. 1997, he was promoted to the rank of sub-officer. 1998, he was promoted to the station officer. In 1998 again, he was appointed to manage the Lusaka Fire Brigade as acting chief officer. In 2003, he resigned from Lusaka City Council and went to work as an expatriate in Botswana at Wending Fire Department, where he served as a chief officer up to 2006. In September 2006, he came back to Zambia. He was called back to Zambia and appointed as the Chief Inspector of Fire Services at the Ministry of Local Government and Road Development. The position he held till his retirement in April 2024. Training and courses attended. There were so many courses, I can't just go through them, all of them. Among them, Bachelor of Science in Degree in Fire Engineering and Desk Management at the University. We have got Occupational Health, Copperstone University, and so many courses from the training school that he attended. Abroad, firefighting techniques in Japan. Graduate as members of examination of the Institute of Fire Engineers in UK, London. He also did public sector leadership in Africa programs in Tanzania. He also did HIV and counseling Ministry of Health Botswana. Balance School Card, Mind Training Center Botswana, and so many courses which I can't go through all of them. The legacy. You can remember he established the Fire Service Examination Board, improved the fire and rescue service profession examination in syllabus. He ensured that all the 116 districts in Zambia were declared as fire authorities, and this was done. He put for the formulation of the fire and rescue service policy, which I believe the guest of honor will make this year the bill come to office for tabling in Parliament. With these few segments, I call upon the guest of honor maybe to stand there and receive the token, and then while the lieutenant from the Ministry of Local Government receives the token. I thank you.
guest of honor is preparing himself. You can take a seat as guest of honor. While he's preparing himself for the speech, to be called upon by the permanent secretary, who will call upon the provincial minister to call upon our guest of honor. So the judges will give it themselves. These are the Marines that are put up here. These are the fire Marines. Show you the picture.
What is our motto?
No fear violence! No fear violence!
I can't get to Marine!
No fear violence!
I can't get to Marine!
No fear violence!
Sure I will.
The guests of honor are just asking that they get released and join their friends, because from there
Correct,
they need
sir.
to place.
Correct, sir.
So the government of Poland, you have brought us good tidings. At this point in time, the guest of honor, and indeed the esteemed guests that are here, senior government officials, allow me to call upon the permanent secretary, Northern Province, to call upon the provincial minister, to call upon our guest of honor. The guest of honor, as protocol, even at my level, can't go directly there. I stand, this remote.
Yes.
The Honorable Minister of Government and Rural Development, who is also the guest of honor, the Minister for Northern Province, Honorable now MP, my colleague and friend, guest of honor. I call upon you, sir.
Mwe bashayishi betu emabwe na kipata mwalasa mbililai
Sir!
katotela asengela ko mukalamba wesu a minister for local government, rural development, Honorable Gift Sharawa. Honorable Minister, thank you for gracing this great day that we have. I've never seen it such a colorful event in other provinces. We are witnessing it for the first time. So thank you very much for giving us this very special honor as the people of Northern Province. I want also to appreciate the presence of the two permanent secretaries that we have with us. The permanent secretary, local government administration, the permanent secretary for Northern Province. I want to also recognize the presence of the representatives of the chairman, the provincial chairman for United Party for National Development, and indeed, I recognize the presence of all the political parties that are with us tonight. This afternoon now, it is afternoon. I recognize the presence of the mayor, and may I simply say, I ride on the protocol that has already been established. For all of us who are coming to Kasama, to Northern Province, for the very first time, we have a special word of welcome to you, that we really appreciate your presence here in Kasama, your presence here in Northern Province. This is a land of good people, the land of plenty. You are coming for the first time. We hope this is going to be the first of many visits you are going to make to this province. We want to also thank the minister in a special way. That minister, you assumed office just a few weeks ago, but within a short period of time, you have managed to travel all the way. And for some reason, you chose not to fly. But you said, I'm going to drive so that I can understand the train. I can understand how my people live. Keep it up. We are very sure that this province and Zambia indeed is going to go to the next level with your leadership, with your dedication. We want to thank the president of this country, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, for searching around and finding a best match for this particular ministry. We thank you, Honorable Minister, and thank you for the people, those that are here. Those from Chipata, this is the land of plenty. Ukwai, Bukabola, Kuchai, Chipata. Kuno, Kabawa, Kabola, Ukwai. You are in a land of plenty. We are going to provide for you whatever you need. Just be at home. Thank you. Now you call for the It's indeed a very, very powerful day, very, very nice day, and I am very, very happy. With these very few remarks, it's now my singular honor and privilege to ask you, Honorable Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, to come and address your people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for a great province, Northern Province. May I also recognize the presence of the permanent secretary from local government and rural development, Dr. Gabriel Colin, the Permanent Secretary for Northern Province, Mr. Leonard Mondo, the Commissioner, Local Government Service Commissioner, representing the Chairperson of the Commission, the Royal Highnesses, Honorable Members of Parliament, Kasama Central, my dear colleague, Honorable Mamba, Council Secretary present, the Chairperson is present. May I simply say, in the interest of time, all protocols observed. This is a very, very important day, colleagues. A day worth commemorating. A day where I have personally seen something that I've never witnessed in my life. It's a joyful day for the firefighters. Before I delve into my speech, allow me, dear colleagues, to respond to very few concerns raised by the Union for our dear colleagues. First, Honorable Minister for Northern Province, allow me to appreciate, I'm told there are about 21 local authorities that have come to participate in this very, very important day. One such local authority, yes, it is my own local authority, which is Sinazongwe Council. Honorable Minister, Sinazongwe is far apart. You are talking of over 1,000 kilometers, about 1.3 kilometers. That shows dedication given by my council secretary to say this day is extremely important. Therefore, members of staff from Sinazongwe should travel and be part and parcel of such a memorable day and event. Honorable Minister, it's quite sad that this day should have been filled by all the 116 local authorities. I don't know for what reason only 21 are in attendance. It's not a good number. No wonder our colleagues are complaining, they are coming out with such lamentations, because this shows that our local authorities are not taking this office or section, whatever you call it, very serious. You are aware, Honorable Minister of Northern Province, that in each and every district, we do have accidents. And many times that we are just helped by on the copper belt or stock of the mines, firefighting department. In some other areas, there are other companies that are coming. It is high time, Honorable Minister of Northern Province, being the host, that my ministry come up with a deliberate approach to this issue. I do commend the men and the women in uniform, those who have made sure that there is passion to this scope. As a ministry, as I respond to the concerns by the union, a lot of these, Honorable Minister, they are administrative issues that I feel my ministry can take a lot of interest by engaging the local authority to adhere to these concerns that have been raised. In talk of conversation, to those who died on duty. Some were incapacitated in a way because of duty. He talked of the 50%, which is in my speech. I think sometimes colleagues, us who are working, who are sitting in these offices, it is high time that whatever pronounced that comes from, either pronounced from the president, a direct from the president, we really need to take it extremely serious. They have lamented that the 50%, which should have gone into firefighters' account, it is not being implemented. I'm glad that here we have the Director of Local Government Administration, who should make sure that he looks into this matter as a matter of urgency. Because it was a directive which should be fulfilled. I've observed for quite long now that the President can make a directive. As lower organs, we don't intend to actualize a presidential directive. A ministry can make a directive. The lower organs have no appetite to actualize that particular directive. I believe that this will be a turning point to say whatever comes in the form of a directive to local authorities, where you feel you need to question, please write back to the ministry so that credit is given to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor and privilege to officiate at this year's national commemoration of the International Firefighters Day, hosted for the very first time in Kasama district of Northern Province, whose theme is celebrating firefighters' bravery and sacrifice in national development. We are proud to see Kasama taking its rightful place on the national stage, not only as a cultural and historical beacon of Northern Province, but now as a center of national celebrations, infrastructure growth, and emergency response leadership. Allow me to express on behalf of the government of the Republic of Zambia our deepest appreciation to all our brave firefighters across the country. Your commitment to duty, your courage in the face of danger, and your passion for saving lives and protecting prosperity. So protecting property, our quality, we must never, ever take for granted. Today's activities, the inspection of the Kasama Fire Station under construction, followed by a ceremonial march past from Chukumanino roundabout, mark more than a celebration. They signify progress. They represent the future we are building together as a nation. International Firefighters Day is time to remember our fallen heroes, to honor our current servicemen and women, and to strengthen our collective resolve to support those who risk their lives daily for our safety. At this point in time, dear colleagues, allow me, if permitted, to ask for a minute of silence, remembering a family in Lusaka that lost 3 of their beloved children, and also maybe those who were not, whose lives were lost in a fire calamities, but were not announced. So I urge you, dear colleagues, to give ourselves a minute of silence in memory of those who lost their lives. Thank you so much. Fire and emergency management service bill. So my papers were jumbled, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, International Firefighters Day is time to remember our fallen heroes, to honor our current servicemen and women, and to strengthen our collective resolve to support those who risk their lives daily for our safety. Across Zambia, firefighters are more than emergency responders. They are community educators, rescue specialists, and key players in public health and safety, as well as the protection of the environmental aspect. Their role is becoming increasingly vital, especially as we witness growing public and private investment, new infrastructure, and expanded service delivery across the country. That is why the new Dawn administration, under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, is committed to transforming firefighting service into modern, responsive, and well-resourced institution. Let me highlight a few of our major interventions. Fire and emergency management bill. In the month of December 2024, Cabinet approved the introduction of the Fire and Emergency Management Bill in Parliament. And to this effect, the draft bill has since been developed, and soon stakeholders, including all of you, will be consulted for input for introduction in Parliament. Infrastructure development. Fire station Kasama. I'm proud to announce that through the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, government is constructing a modern fire station Kasama, and we have all seen the progress which has been made so far. This is in addition to Lusaka, to the 3 sub fire stations which we have constructed in Lusaka, which will be commissioned, and soon all of these are in place. This investment demonstrates the commitment government has to ensure emergency management services are made accessible to all Zambians. Throughout the National Fire Service Training School, government has facilitated for the training of officers in various courses such as senior command and junior command courses for fire brigade leaders, which were conducted recently in Kabul, as well as the ongoing fire prevention courses. All these interventions are meant to improve public safety and reduce fire-related risks in our communities. The 50% that the union highlighted, government has directed that 50% of revenue generated from fire safety certification be reinvested into the brigade operation to enhance efficiency and service delivery. To this effect, I wish to implore all local authorities to adhere to this directive for the safety of our community. Let me just emphasize on this. The union has brought it categorically to say a lot of our councils are not adhering. Please, let us not start pulling each other. Let this be done for the common good. These resources are meant to save the rights of people and also property. So let us direct these resources through the account that you are advised to proceed. Distinguished guests, the interventions highlighted above and others, which I may not have highlighted here today, demonstrate a commitment by government to ensure that the fire safes at all levels, which include the private sector, are well positioned to respond and manage any unforeseen circumstances which has the potential to cause harm to our people, investment and the environment for sustainable socio-economic development. To our firefighters, your courage and commitment to duty keeps our nation safe, and would like to continue doing your best to save mankind. To our local leaders, government appreciates your support in this very important sector as we aim at safeguarding our communities. To the Zambian people, we reaffirm our commitment to build a safer, more resilient country for all. As I come to the close of my remarks, I wish you a happy International Firefighters Day. May God bless you all. May God bless the great Republic of Zambia. I thank you.
Thank you so much, guest of honor, for the keynote speech, which is so elaborating on the steps that government is making to ensure that the fire service section is well recognized and looked after. We appreciate your statement, guest of honor. And before we go into the next program, guest of honor, allow me just to invite the PS, Dr. Paulette, for just to come and assure you on what some of the remarks that you made through his office. PS.
A pleasant afternoon to you all, and thank you very much for having me here. I recognize the presence of my Minister, Honorable Minister of Local Government and Rural Development.
But then, even though often we don't get the salute we deserve for our noble deeds, may our bravery be our guiding star, even as we continue saving lives in pleasing your farm.
God made it so that we are born to this world to serve and to serve others. As we celebrate this day, may it be a mission. Yeshua.
United in purpose to the battle zone. With every rescue we make, we leave a legacy of sacrifice, a true definition of service to man. And if our minds forget, may our hearts remember that the fight is not against one another, but to protect against the winds of distraction, as we intertwine our skills to foster national development.
Our heart of mercy, the heart of courage. So in looms filled with talking and smoke, we set with diligence and care, acts in silence, whisper of prayers. How is the story? To have a tale, maybe a story untold. But every single day, with all our Almighty, we try to keep the life safe of everyone in every single way.
Our greatest realization sometimes, we are the only hope left. In the darkest of night, where everything falls apart, this is not just a special day, but a constant reminder of our sacrifice. Yeshua, hope and courage is a second chance of life. With all its beautiful and colorful themes, let us work as a team.
God made it so that we are born into this world to serve and to serve others. And as we celebrate this day, may it be an entertainment to our commitment to our call of duty. From the pain we carry along with us, for the missions that were almost complete, but never completed, to the joy of serving one more soul, from flames that rage in anger or the deepest of the water.
Firefighters, firefighters. Oh yes, firefighters. They all live on in the morning to save the life, to help the nation. They always try to step brave to lead the whole operation. Today we celebrate you. Today we salute you for all the battles you hold, the lives that you save. Oh, you are the hero of the nation.
We stand on this solid ground in a festival statement like coming through flames of fire. At the back of our mind, only lingers the weight. Save one more soul, another soul in another one. The bag that we carry alone is not just part of a uniform, but a symbol of faith, hope, courage whenever duty calls. But we must also know and remember that whenever duty calls, we must be there at the bravery of the age. The world only sees our strength, our hearts of steel, but not the vulnerability that we can conceive. The long hours of work, sleepless nights, emotional battles, erased like a flame, are nothing compared to love and dedication for this noble cause. Yet, all the while, our hearts continue to beat with passion compared to the love and dedication for this world. Our service is service of sacrifice, sacrifice for safety's sake. We stand as a shoulder of protection for this world's demand, a guiding light in the night, for the firefighters' heart lies the hero spirit that forever shines. Yeshua.
The guest of honor, I stand here in recognition to the message that you have heard here, the commitment that is there. And my command as a training school, we requested the head of the young girls that they pick 2 girls that are doing their grade 12. And then if they do complete school, then definitely we'll be approaching the ministry that they get some form of bursary. I know the Honourable Member of Parliament is very alive to that. That CDF is very effective. We have had the councils that have sent their men and, the youth to be trained as firefighters using CDF. So when you see correspondence from the National Fire Service Training School, it's because we want to grow them young, catch them young, as they have a passion for our profession. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
So thank you so much, Yona. At this point in time, allow me to invite the representative from Konkora Copper Mine to give us the vote of thanks.
Yeah, the guest of honor, sir, the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, or should I say, all protocols observed. I stand before you today to give a vote of thanks from the private sector to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for making this event a resounding success. First and foremost,
I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. President Hakainde Hichilema, through the Minister of Local Government, Mr. Sialwa Lugift, MP, for taking time out of his busy schedule to grace this occasion with his attendance. Your words of wisdom, sir, and inspiration have left an indelible mark on our hearts and mind. The speech was very inspiring. I would also like to thank our organizing committee and sponsors for their tireless efforts in putting this event together and ensuring we travel to this memorable event. Their dedication in ensuring all loose ends are tied must be appreciated. Special gratitude, of course, goes to the KCM Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Malcolm Amewi, and his EXCO team, and other CEOs from other private institutions for according us this opportunity, as well as giving utmost attention to the fire services. The highest gratitude goes, of course, to the New Dawn government of His Excellency the President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, for ensuring that the private sector and the local authority fire services are knit together to ensure public safety and protection in terms of fire safety. Previously, if you may recall, the two were separate entities, making it difficult for the public to appreciate the roles of the service. The marriage between the local authority as well as the private sector, to put you up to speed, Mr. Minister, has also brought on board the defense forces, just as you saw in the drill that our officers carried out. Suffice to say that ever since the combination was made, strides have been made to ensure swift turnouts to promote public confidence. Basically, the challenges or the constraints that we face are the same. The three that we have identified are lack of equipment, our numbers in terms of labor are low, then we also lack external training. That is an aspect I'm sure, Mr. Minister, you should look into. The fire service, as they say, is a dynamic service. Every day is a learning phase. We need to send the officers out of the country so that they learn new skills. Yes, we have our school here, but we also need external help so that much is done on the skill of our firefighters. I will be unfair to leave out the National Fire Service Training School, the Zambia Council of Chief Fire Officers, the Fire SUS, which is the National Union, as well as the Fire Services Association of Zambia. These teams have made it possible for both private and local authority fire brigades to combine efforts because the target groups that we meet on a daily basis live in the same community. We may go out on the mines, meet the employees. At the end of the day, they will knock off and join their fellow families who live in the community. Basically, the combination is to supplement each other's efforts. We may be lacking in some areas where our friends may have the special skill. Last but not the least, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your active participation and engagement. Your enthusiasm and energy have been infectious, and are thrilled to have shared this experience with all of you. Hope to meet again on our occasion next year at a venue to be announced. I thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful and powerful vote of thanks. The guest of honor, we have access band here.
The Republican president Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is very particular about being responsible. We saw one youth wanting to commit suicide because after getting paid, they went to Mukichirisha. So we just want to do just one or two words, Mr. Silongwe. And this is where the fire account for Kasama Municipal Council is. So they are compliant. The guest of honor, I know that those of you that are with the acting promotions, I think my promotions again. The minister is here.
Good morning, Honorable Minister. Good morning, Honorable. Good afternoon. Thank you. Indeed, we are the people holding on to the fire account for Kasama. So, Access Bank, we are here for you. As you can see, Minister, I think it's not we have a corporate politics as well. Are you able to see any other bank here? Firefighters, are you able to see any other bank here? But Access is here for you. As we said, we are here to clean up your pay slips, bring your pay slips, we'll refinance all the loans so that you start on the good start and avoid going into the, killing yourselves. So Access is here for you. Thank you for your attention.
The guest of honor, never shall you hear a firefighter committing suicide. Because first of all, most of the councils are getting paid on time. Secondly, I think we have very good Marines that will offer counseling to them once they're up there. Now let me hand over to my compatriot.
So just a last announcement on what we have for lunch, and I'm sure we've been directed on where to go. So we have categories for where we are feeding from. So there's what they are calling VVIP. They are going at Kizia. Then we have what we are calling VIP. They are going at Gracewood Lodge. Then other ranks, they are going at delicious food. It's called Fountain. Then we have those that are feeding on Lady B restaurant. And we have another group that is feeding on, that are going to Serenity. So if you have any question, I'm sure other ranks who might not know where the location is. We have our officer from Kasama Fire Brigade, Mr. Chibesa. Kindly see him. Thank you so much. And we have buses outside that will carry you to the venue. So for those that are feeding on delicious food and Lady B and Serenity, we have buses that are taking you there to have your lunch. Thank you so much.
That's why I offended to take it.
So I'll call the high table and everyone else to be upstanding, and also ask the guest of honor to take the center stage.
Gosh, we are together. I saw you in the... Oh, we should move.
So brass band, you can give us the national anthem.
Our Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for being with us on this program. How we pray now that as we dismiss from this place, your blessings will be upon us, even as you continue guiding and leading the national leaders who are here, the local leaders who are here, those in management who are here. May they only lead to your wisdom, Almighty One. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
The guest of honor, sir. Ceremony is over. Permission to march off the square in column of roots. Thank you, the guest of honor, sir.